According to the World Health Organization, over 1 billion people live with some form of disability. But there is hope. Help sometimes comes from unexpected places and for free to help people in need. Rosaura Wardsworth takes us on a virtual trip to Guatemala to discover how one company is changing lives.
¿Cómo se llama? ¿En cuántos años tiene?
This 5-year-old boy and his mother drove an hour and a half just so that he could be fitted for a wheelchair.
He's actually has cerebral palsy. He actually knows what's going on. He just can't talk.
This is Mark Richard.
Well, I originally started collecting and fixing wheelchairs and giving them away. That was over 30 years ago.
Richard says he saw a need.
I decided to develop something that was more flexible and met the needs from very small children to adults.
Richard worked over 23 years for Hope Haven Foundation branch in Guatemala, helping people in need find wheelchairs. He created a separate organization, the Beeline Wheelchair Factory, which is located in Chimaltenango, Guatemala.
We can telescope, widen, and narrow the length, the width, and the height of the frame. And that's what's really unique about the Beeline.
But none of this would be possible without his team. Gustavo Vasquez, who also uses a wheelchair, works very hard to make sure the chairs are adjusted to each child's comfort. In 2015, the Zika virus wreaked havoc in Guatemala. According to Guatemalan officials, hundreds of cases were reported, but thousands were not. The virus infected a large number of pregnant women who then gave birth to children with microcephaly. This is a neurologic condition that causes the baby's head to be small. It has no treatment, only therapies.
But just over the last year, all of a sudden, these children start coming to us.
Richard says that he is now focusing on helping hundreds of those children. He is also providing employment to people with disabilities. His work reaches many countries across the world and supplies them with wheelchairs at no cost.
We have shipped to Africa. In fact, earlier this year, at the beginning of this whole pandemic, we were able to ship 40-something of our Beeline wheelchairs to Mozambique.
Seating expert Jonathan Biggers zooms in from Washington State to make sure the children are seated properly. He explains the benefits of the Beeline chair design.
We want to have something that they can use as they grow. I know even with, like, this little boy doesn't talk. If he's able to move his arms at all, which I don't know what his function is, you can even put pictures, this is, I want to eat, I need something to drink.
Pediatric physical therapist Lori Gluma zooms in from Pennsylvania.
I do like to ask about how the child's feeding, how the child's playing, is the child learning at all, different ways they can use their hands.
I'm zooming in from Phoenix. Sometimes it's easy to forget just how fortunate we are, especially during a pandemic. But Richard and his team serve as a reminder that helping one another can go a long way. Beeline is a non-profit organization that focuses on building wheelchairs to help children with disabilities. Their work is possible because of donations. These two boys broke into prayer after receiving their chairs. Rosaura Wardsworth, Cronkite News.
Beeline is working on being able to deliver free wheelchairs to people in need in the United States.